There's a short window at 6 in the morning, which is the difference between a good day and a shit day. I'll show you what it is. We start off here at 6 a.m. The difference between ending up down here where productivity is low, morale's low, everyone's frustrated and cranky by the end of the day, and ending up here where highly productive, energized team, lots of work done, absolutely crushing it, is this short window right here. The 10-minute window at the start of the day where the leader sets the tone for the day will determine whether we're set up for success or set up for failure, and it all starts at 6:10 in the morning. Flat leader equals a flat team. A clear leader equals a confident team. A confident team equals a high-performing team. Look, here's the thing. It's priorities, not lists. If your pre-start is a bloke rattling off all of their tasks and lists, by the time you get to the third person, half your crew's asleep. And if that's how they start the day, it takes them another half an hour to wake up and finally get moving. And that's why by smoko time, it looks like hardly anything's been done. They start here, and by the end of the day, they end up way down here because they've got nothing done. They started flat, frustrated. They kick stones for the first hour of the day because it took them that long to wake back up after your pre-start. Here's the reality. It's your job as a leader to set the tone for the day, and the pre-start is how you do that. We have a tool inside the Arena Academy called the Daily Accelerator. It's just one of the tools that we teach inside a full leadership operating system for trade businesses between 2 and 10 million. I'm going to teach you the Daily Accelerator, which will turn your pre-starts from flat, boring, and mind-numbing into energy, productive assets that drive your execution every day on site. Here we go. Every day starts the same. The guys all walk in, maybe they've got a coffee in hand, maybe they're still tying their boots up, getting ready to go, moping in, scrolling on their phones. This is how jobs start. There's 3 ways that pre-starts go wrong. The first one is you talk at everyone. We generalize everything and everyone says, they're not talking to me, they must be talking to someone else. And nobody listens, nobody engages. You've wasted 10 minutes of oxygen because nobody heard a thing. The second, long-winded lectures. We've all been at that pre-start where some manager gets on and waffles on with some long-winded pre-start, some big story, trying to be inspirational and motivational, and he waffles on for way too long, and 15 minutes goes by and everyone's half asleep, nobody's paying attention, and we finally get to the list of tasks we've got to do and nobody's actually listening. This is where pre-starts go to die. The third is the box ticking exercise. They've got a clipboard and a checklist and they read the 7 things off the checklist and they tick the boxes and they say, have a safe day, boys. And off everyone trundles to work, expected to have an amazing day because someone read 7 things off a piece of paper. Again, the box ticking death is death by paper. This is painful, makes no difference to your business, and it doesn't actually change anything. The Daily Accelerator is a 5-step framework that you can use to turn your pre-starts from box-ticking, long-winded compliance exercises into highly productive, highly focused, engaging presentations that people love. This is step 2 in the execution cycle video that you'll find in my YouTube channel. We'll link it below. The execution cycle is the 4-piece framework that helps teams execute every single day. The Daily Accelerator is step 2 in that, and I'm going to walk through the exact framework. Number 1. Control the energy. It is your job as the leader to influence the energy of the room. If everybody arrives flat, that's on them. If everybody leaves flat, that is on you. It is your job to lift the energy of the room, lift the intensity. If everybody's spread right out and you're having a massive pre-start with 40 people, bring them in tight, bring them in close, control the energy. It is your responsibility to influence that to get the team performing the way you want. There's a couple of little pro tips. If everyone is at a level 4 out of 10 energy, they're flat, they're half asleep, and you come in like Tony Robbins at level 11, big hands going on, you are going to lose everyone immediately. The energy change, the shift is too much for the average person. We want to come in at 1 or 2 levels above them and slowly build the energy over the 10-minute pre-start. Here's the thing, to the point, short, make sure it's punchy. If they drag on, you lose people. 10 minutes is more than enough for any pre-start on site. You want to come in at a level 6, ramp to a 7 or an 8 so everybody leaves at a 7 or 8. You've set the tone for the day. They don't have to leave at a 10, but they have to be on the way up and not falling flat. If they leave the pre-start declining in energy, you've failed to manage the energy of the pre-start. It is your responsibility to set the energy and set the tone for the day. Number 2 is focus. Your job is to give them focus for the day. What is most important? Set the focus. This is what we're working on. All right, guys, the focus for today is prepping for sheeting. We're on a construction site. Hey, the focus for today is flooring. We've got to make sure everything's sorted. The focus for today is prep work for tomorrow's shutdown. Hey, the focus for today is clearing the ground, ready to start the trenching. The focus for today is what's the main big focus for the day. If you're working with multiple work fronts, set a couple of focus areas. Hey, the focus for this team is this, the focus for this team is that. I would highly recommend your pre-starts are done in individual teams so you can set one focus. However, if you are running a bigger pre-start, make sure you set multiple focus areas so that everyone knows what's important to them in their area. I highly recommend you have small team pre-starts though. They are way more effective at controlling the energy. Not very many people can control the energy and set the focus for a group of 30 successfully. It's much easier to do that with a team between 6 and 10. Number 3, create ownership. We don't want to be broad and general and wishy-washy and vague because that makes nobody accountable. Ownership is the key to getting things done in any trade business. The minute somebody owns it, they feel responsible for it, they step up and they take more responsibility for it. We want to kill the word we from our, hey, we all need to make sure we pick up. Hey, we all need to make sure we shut the roller doors at the end of the shift. Hey, we all need to make sure the utes are put away. Recipe for failure. Creston, you need to make sure the roller doors are down. Reese, you need to make sure the utes are put away before you go home at the end of the shift. Make somebody responsible. Ownership is the key. James, it's your responsibility to make sure that we've got everything sorted for the shutdown tomorrow. Make people accountable. Don't be broad and specific. When we use the word we, it's everyone else's responsibility. Our brain is pre-programmed to be an energy miser. It will choose the easiest option always. So remove that, create ownership, make people accountable. Number 4, remove any roadblocks or decisions that might come up in the future. If you're running a pre-start for the crew and you talked about some roadblocks that you can't solve, hey, the site told me they might come in and access that top area. If they do, come down here and start on these other jobs. We've got a contingency plan in place. Remove the roadblocks so they don't get paralyzed, they don't ring up panicking. We want to remove the roadblocks or future decisions. Hey, I've given you those 7 jobs, James. If you finish all those, there's 3 more on the list. Just go on to those when you're done. He doesn't need a phone call. He doesn't need to say, oh, well, I'm done for the day. These are the key things that set the tone and energy. It's about productivity and getting shit done. Hey, the focus for today is productivity. We've got a massive backlog of work. We want to burn through as much of this as we can, get them done properly, get them done effectively, get our paperwork done and nail it. James, you've got these 7. Johnny, you got these 7. You've got this bigger job today. That shouldn't take you all day. When you're done with that, there's another 6 more on the list. Grab the next one that's available. And Reese, you're going to float between on breakdowns today. All good? Bang. Everyone knows exactly what they're doing. They've got their specific jobs, and I can go around afterwards and have any specific one-on-one conversations if people need more information. I'm not boring the whole team with every bit of detail for shit that does nothing to do with them. Short, sharp, to the point. And the 5th one, close the loop. What does that mean? It's the 5-minute end of day check-in. I know it's the Daily Accelerator, and I told you it's like a pre-start, but it's not. The 5 minutes at the end of the day is where we close the loop. Check in with your team, see where they're at, so you're prepared for the next day. So you're not turning up to the pre-start, how did you go yesterday? Did we get all that done? And then you've got to change the plan on the fly. Close the loop at the end of the shift. It takes 5 minutes. If your team's remote and spread out all over the city, all over the region, pick up the phone and have a conversation. How did you get on today? If they all come back to the shed at the end of the day, great. Catch them all at the end of the shift. How did you get on today? If you've got to finish early for the day because you've got family commitments and you want to take some time out, amazing. Call them at the end of the day or say, send me a text with an update when you finished at the end of your shift so I'm ready for the next day. Closing the loop is a key part of the Daily Accelerator because it makes the next day faster because you know where they're at, your plan's in place, and you can accelerate performance. Pair this with the decision-making system, the traffic light system that I use inside of the Arena Academy, and it immediately builds productivity in your business. Your team can make decisions, they can execute every day, your productivity increases easily 10%. There's a free training where I walk through the full Arena Academy system. Make sure you understand all the tools that drive productivity and make the business easy to manage and more profitable. We'll link it in the comments below. Check it out. It's the only training you'll need to run a highly profitable, easy to manage trade business. Look, I've used this system with hundreds of trade businesses now, used it in my own business. Here's the thing. This one tool is responsible for morale, energy, and productivity on site every single day. It works with service teams, it works with project teams, and it works with remote teams. I've got a plumber in Brisbane. Their team starts remotely every single day. They go straight from home to the job site. They use this process every single day, and they absolutely nail it. They do this virtually, this whole process. So there's no place where this system doesn't work. My electrical contractor in Sydney implemented this process, and it immediately improved productivity. They were on a job, they were running behind, they were stressed, they were overworked. They did this one training, implemented it straight away, managed to turn that project around and finish just under budget when they were looking like they were going to be way behind. All because they managed to set the energy and set the tone to drive execution on site. If you found this useful, go in, install it in your business, practice it today. If you want to see the full training on how I use this system for trade businesses over 2 million, I'll link it in the bio. Check it out, and I'll see you on the inside. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos for trade businesses just like this.